What is up, YouTube comic book community, fantasy football league? You know what time it is.
And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
That's right. It's time for playoffs. Week 1 of the playoffs. Unfortunately, I'm not in the playoffs this year. But congrats to everybody who's made it. I didn't do a video last week, so I would go through the last week of the season, winners and losers, and on to the playoffs. I get my iPad to operate. I got my ass whooped by the famous monsters, Josh. Biggest blowout of the week, 185 to 118. Doom Patrol wins 176 over 114 over the Thangor Thangs. Run of the comics, you let me down. You're starting Alex Smith as come on, it's week 13. Alex Smith, really? That's all you got? 7 points, all you needed. Suck ass. He loses to Green Lantern Corps, which all I had to do was either win or Scott to win, and I was in. But no, he couldn't help me out. King's Corps pulls out a rare late season win over Crack Spackle. And just, I saw on Facebook today that King Joe is going in for his 6th back surgery. So I don't know if he's going to see this, but I like to wish him well. Stafford MVP pulls out a rare win. Pretty good over Thunderbolts. 159 to 113. The Gotham Knights pulls out one over the Fuckadoodles, 110 to 80. And Potty Month Gimps, 128 over Weichman's Glasses, 89. So we will have a new championship this year. New champion. Gimpy not so good this year. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. So I'm going to go over the final standings at the end of the regular season. First overall goes off to Larry in the Thunderbolts at 9-4. Number 2 with also 9-4 was Sherpanas and the Thangor Things. Thunderbolts had him in points, so that's why it was that way. Number 2 goes to, number 3, Doom Patrol, also 9-4. Gotham Knights, 4th, 8-5. Fights with Glasses, 6. He fell down fast. He was up there for most of the season. He fell all the way back to the 6th. 8-5. Ronan Calvin's 8-5. Yeah, Viking with Glasses was 6th. Ronan Comics, Calvin was 5. Green Lantern Corps 7th. Famous Monsters was 8th. Me, Green Lantern Corps, and Famous Monsters were all 7-6 with a 6-5 division record. But they killed me in points. They had me, almost 100 points and almost 200 points. So that sucked. Going into the playoffs, the hottest team is Doom Patrol. They had won 5 of the last games. Everybody else is pretty much losing except for them. So going into the playoffs, the matchups were 8 versus 1. Famous Monsters 8. Thunderbolts 1. 7. Green Lantern Corps playing number 2. Thanagar. I can't even say that word. Thanagar Thangs. It's 2. We had Renwick Calvin at 5 playing 4 Gotham Knights. And Viking with Glasses at 6 playing Doom Patrol at 3. So, very, very interesting outcomes this week. I'll say that at least. Let's see. First week of the playoffs. How do I get there? Week 14. Let's go to week 14. So, like I said, 8 plays 1. 8 has won. We have an upset. We have a lot of upsets this week. Famous Monsters beats the Thunderbolts. I think it's still going on, actually. As of right now, it's 176 or 171 to 149. The Thanagar Thangs at 2 loses to Green Lantern Corps quite handedly. 162 to Not even 77 points. Come on, Sherpa, really? You playoffs just throwing up that shit? Come on. Next would be probably the closest matchup was Gotham Knights at 4, Running with Calvin's at 5. Running with Calvin, I don't know if it's still going on, but right now I'm calling the win at 114 to 94. And the only upset that wasn't an upset was Doom Patrol at 3, beating Viking Glasses at 6 from 111 to 103. So, going on to the next week. I don't know if the matchups are in there or not. Are they in there? Are they in there? Still loading. But it was amazing to see how I could not believe so many upsets. And Corey's team, Green Lantern Corey, they've been putting up points a lot the last few weeks. Same with Josh's team. I put up decent points this week. I would have beat half these teams. Fortunately, I didn't make it. Injuries suck. Injuries killed me. I lost like 3 games in a row. You know, having Fred Jackson out, Monty Ball out, when he wasn't really that great, and Rashad Jennings, I wasn't putting up points. So if I could just had some decent points and putting up points, I may have squeaked in there. I don't think it's going to give me the matchups. I'm not sure how the reseeding goes. I still don't know if it reseeds. So 7, as of right now, I think 8 would play 3, which would be Famous Monsters versus Doom Patrol. And then we'd have Green Lantern Corps versus... who would they play? They would play... I don't know. I'm not sure who they play. We'll figure that out next week. So tune in next week. We figure out the matchups. It's carrying on too far. Like I said, people have always said they're going to put stuff in for prizes, and that's great. So just communicate that, whatever who wins. Put a comment in the video, and then we'll get all straightened out in 2 weeks. I promise you, 2 weeks we'll have a new winner. So tune in maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a video tomorrow for matchups. So tune in then, or whenever I get around to do another video. Look, I got a blue shirt on too. Purely coincidence again. Top of my drawer after my laundry day, so gotta do a video with a blue shirt. So if that's all, said thanks again everybody for joining again, leading in this year. Even though I didn't make the playoffs, it's still kind of fun. The draft was great again this year. Hopefully next year we'll do a little bit of a live little hangout during the draft too. Try to do it this year. But congrats to all the winners, and we'll see you when I see you. Thanks. Bye.